Hello everyone, this is the first module in geometry in our geometry unit. It is titled Lines, Points, and Rays. This is a note-taking part, so everything you see here needs to go into your notebook. I would title at the top of your paper, you need to title it Lines, Points, and Rays. Then you need to divide your paper into 3 sections so that it looks like this. So at the top, underneath, you're going to divide it into 3 sections. Leave the most room in the definition and picture and example part, and you'll only be writing down 1 or 2 words over here on the side in the terms, so you don't need as much room over on the left side. But you'll need the most in the middle, and then the second most you will need with the picture and the example, which you also might want a ruler for. So you'll pause the video until you have this divided into your piece of paper you're going to be taking your notes on. Our first term is going to be a point, and the definition of a point is the exact location in space. And these are examples of points: point A, point B, and point C. It's pretty straightforward, and once you have done that, you need to draw a line. Kind of going to be creating a table here. Draw a line underneath each term after you have completed each term. Again, when you have completed each term, you'll draw a line underneath it. I would wait until after you've completed it, because you don't know exactly how much space you're going to need. So make sure you get that first one done. So here's the next one. It's called a line, which is an endless straight path made up of a continuous collection of points. So when you look over here, here's the definition, and here's an example. This is a line because it has 2 arrows at the end of it, meaning that it continues on forever. I can put a continuous collection of points. I could put any point I wanted on this line, because it could have any point on the line. It goes on forever and it never ends. You look at here, it's called line AB or line BA, or it could be written like this. You can just write the symbol at the top, which is a line with 2 arrows at the end of it, over top of the 2 letters that end it, A and B, or you can do it BA in this case. It can be switched around with a line. You can write it the word way, or this is the symbol way, using the symbol of the line right there, writing it above the 2 letters in any order. Again, you're going to want to draw a line to separate the next terms. Next one is a line segment, which is a part of a line labeled by 2 endpoints. Right here we have a line segment because it does not have arrows at the end of it, does not continue on forever. It ends at these points, C and D. This is line segment CD. It can be written as line segment CD, or it could also put that in there. Line segment CD or line segment DC, or you can write it with this way with the symbol. This is saying right here says the same thing as the word form up here. Just drawing a line above it with no arrows at the ends. So line segment CD. Again, this would be line segment DC. That would be a line segment. And again, You can say them in any order. It could be line segment CD or line segment DC. It doesn't matter. Again, draw a line so you know you can separate. The next term. After line segment, we have array. Array is one endpoint and continues on in one direction without end. So in this case, it's kind of array is a mix of a line segment and a line. It has an endpoint here. In this case, it's J, and it continues on with an arrow going on forever through K here, going on forever. So this is array J, K. And this is one of the instances an array, you cannot switch them around. You cannot call this array KJ. It always starts with the endpoint, J. And the symbol is the same what array looks like. It's a line with one arrow at the end, making sure that the arrow goes in the direction of to the right, because you're always going to start off with the endpoint. Array J, K. Can't switch it around. Draw another line, separating. Go to the next. After array, we call a plane. It's a collection of points that form a flat, continuous, unending surface. That is the definition. This is the example. So you need to make sure you're drawing these pictures and labeling it just like I have it labeled, so you know it have an example in your notes of what each of these is. So if you haven't been doing that, make sure you pause the video and make sure you get that done. I will not let you go on unless you have the term, the definition, and also a picture drawn for an example. In this case, we have plane. You can call this one LOM, you could call it OLM, you could call it OML. You could call it MLO, does not matter. You notice that a plane continues on forever in all directions on a flat surface. Think of it as like a piece of paper that keeps on going forever, and it has a collection of many different points. A plane. And there is no technically symbol to write the word plane, or to write a plane out. You would just use the word plane. Plane, LOM. There's no symbols like the ray up here, or the line segment up here, or the line symbol up here. You just write out the word. Okay, that is all the notes for this part. There, I want you to pause before this video ends, and we're going to do an activity somewhat, just so I know if you understand what each one of these things are. You just have to, on a piece of paper, I need you to draw all of these things using your own, and here is what you're going to do. So you're going to draw and label the following. Use symbols if possible. As you can see, I've used all word forms to write it. I want you to do this with symbols. So I want you to draw point Z and label it. I want you to draw the line WD and label it. I want you to draw line segment BN, and I want you to draw ray CA and plane MHK. All the letters that I've chosen are random. There is no specific letter that has to be anything specific. Usually in math they like to use alphabetical order, but it does not have to be at all. It can be in any letters you want. Once you have drawn these on a piece of paper, I want you to show Mr. Mattson, me, that you know how to draw each one of these. And you will be able to go on to the next part of the notes once you have finished that.